Right click in the button. Go and live. Looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello everyone and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we doing this fine Monday? Now, me and Mrs. Sick have made a dedication today to not talk about
the F word.
Yeah, we'll call it the F word. You can already see it in the chat, but I'm not even going to say the word. We're going to try and go a whole stream without talking about it, because we do every time. And if you're new here, this is going to be very confusing if you're not paying attention to the chat. Anyway, how are we doing? What's going on? Live organ donations. I mean, I can't see the benefit.
I'm an organ donor. I have a card.
I always like the idea that people get freaked out and think that they can just fucking take them.
Are you still like, no, these are my organs, no one's allowed them mentality?
I'm donating mine to people who will throw them into the faces of my enemies.
Right, okay.
I think that's the only fair thing to do, really. Like, no one's gonna get any fucking use out of these medically. Let's be frank. They're fucked. So they've got to at least cause someone a few problems. Fish? Now, technically, when I say that, I'm not saying about F-word fish. I mean swimming in the sea fish that you're not going to do the E-word at. This is getting difficult. It's not, excuse me, discount radical. It's top shelf radical. And that's a fact. That's what people have been calling me for a while. Been registered as an organ donor since 1990. I feel like that should have lapsed by now. They're not as good. I don't think they want them anymore. They're a bit out of date, but past their best before.
My mum wants her body to be donated to one of those body farms where they do forensic science on them.
There's what is it? People. That was it. There was it's probably fake, but there was the grandma put into like fucking, what do they call it now?
What,
that plastic stuff.
Epoxy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
resin.
That's fake. It was AI.
I know it's fake, but people are like okay, I used to say I don't care what happens to me after I die, but and I'm like, yeah, I kind of feel that. Hey, Sick, I left a question on your AMA post. Good. That's what it's there for. I'm going. So anybody who has paid attention to that, or haven't, I'll just explain it now. There's an AMA on my community page. I'm not answering. I'm going to turn it into a video, because what's the point of doing anything if you can't make content out of it? And mostly because I prefer speaking my answers than just typing them, because people can take them in stupid ways. If I speak them, better. And also, again, content. So if there's anything you've ever wanted to ask me, you can ask it there. If you ask it here, I'm probably going to answer it anyway, because that's just what I do. But if you want it answered in a more sort of, I don't want to say professional way, but in a more video-y way.
Formal.
Yeah, it will. If you put it in there, I will attempt to get to it. There's been quite a few, so that's been fun. Hilariously, and I'm going to bring it up when I come up with a video, but I don't mind saying it here, because it's not like that many people watch these streams. But someone said, basically, no one cares about you personally. We only care about your videos. And so far, where's that number now? So that was like a few minutes after I posted it. It is now a few hours. Your channel. So far, I have 199 comments, most of which are questions. A lot of the same questions, but not all of them. And some of them are pretty good, actually. Some of them gave me a genuine chuckle. And I've been fighting the urge to type out answers to them, because I feel like that would fuck up the point of the video. So I am abstaining from commenting on this specific thing, which is so difficult for me. You have no idea. Like, I probably have the ADHD, and so I have a problem with impulse control. So it can be really difficult. I'm like, oh, I could just answer. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, I got a good answer for that. Really funny. No, don't do it. You save it. Is Sir Sick out of character? People taking it in stupid ways seems appropriate for his character. Yeah, I suppose, but the whole point is video. Like, the reason I posted that was because I've wanted to do that kind of video for ages, and I always forget. So I thought, no, fuck it. Sit down, make a little thing so that people can see it, and they'll come and they'll ask things. It'd be cool. Abstinence is the answer. Oh, Asna. Okay, Asnoir. Wow, that is the most fucking fucked up spelling of that word I've ever seen in my life. That is incredible. Community page. Well, like with the other humans, yeah, but it's my community, and that means it's mine.
Yeah, they're all terrible.
And they're just allowed to sort of exist near it. It's fine. Save it for the content. Yeah, I mean, I think most people will. If you do have a question, feel free to go stick it over there. Try and make it original and funny. There's a few that people obviously more want to know than others. Specifically about whether I have been religious or whatever in the past or anything like that. So, that will definitely get a longer answer than some of the others. Says it, conqueror of the pancake earth. I mean, I would eat the whole fucking thing. Oh my god, that's food! No! No!
You failed.
No, we can bring this back. It's a panache. There you go. We're all fucked up. No originality, no funny. Would you cover Bill Maher's silly ideas about vaccines? I mean, if there's like a video straight up out there, if you want to send it to me. If someone ever says something stupid and it's in a video, email it to me. Like, I will always, always, always be glad of potential content. Even if I never cover it, it might give me some ideas of something else. But if you think a video is good to cover, like someone sent me something that was, it was a Christian responding to a different Christian's video. And at first I was like, oh, this is interesting. I could do something with it. I was like, but the video they're responding to is much more interesting. And then I went, why not just go find the video? And that's what I did. So yeah, that's actually what I've been working on today. So Sig just told you where to stick your comments. Over there. In a nice way. Food talk is back on the menu, boys. The moon is made of cheese and the earth is a pancake. And to be fair, a cheese pancake. Now, Mrs. Sick is probably going to go, ugh, that sounds well nice.
No, that's wrong.
You get the, I mean, sweet and cheesy sounds pretty good to me.
No.
Sweezy. How many % proof is Sir Sick's alcohol/bloodstream? Yes. If someone says something stupid, I mean, that's a good point. It's a very good point. Everybody has something that they're stupid about. It's just like a fact. I don't think that there's a person alive who's never said something really dumb. I can't do original or funny. Would you settle for sarcastic and cynical? Aren't those the same thing? I just spent 17 hours rewriting a post I wanted to post to you, and I didn't save. Bugger.
That is dedication, though.
I mean, I'm assuming that you wrote a relatively long one just here and then fucked it up. And I've actually taken to, if I start typing something out and it's getting a bit long, I copy it and I paste it into either a notepad or like I use Google Docs. Just somewhere that I know it's not going to immediately disappear. so I can continue working on it. I also find it useful because some text boxes just don't give you any spelling checking, and I am bad at the checking of the spellings, mostly because I can't spell. Um, Earth is a donut and my town has all the sprinkles. Do people just wander around in various colors of clothes and so you just put them on top of a donut? Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie, that sounds kind of delicious. If you like cheese pancakes, come to Austria and try Palatschinken. Okay, I'm assuming those are cheesy pancakes. That is genuinely making me pretty hungry. What about cheese scones? Cheese scones are just cheese scones. There's nothing.
See, we're talking about food again.
I told you we would talk about food. We tried. I'm assuming that they were being hyperbolic when they said 17 hours. If you spend 17 hours writing a post, get a job. Unless that is your job, where get a different job. Jesus Christ. There was a Matt Powell video I saw not that long ago where he did that. God had to have man write the Bible because what else was he going to do? That's pretty stupid. I'll try and find it. That is really stupid. If you find that, I'm not going to say best friends for life, but breast friends?
Yes, breast
We'll be
friends.
breast friends. There you go. That's really fucking that is that's genuinely tickled me. That's tickled me pickle. Savory pancakes and cheese. Not savory, sweet. Sweet pancake with cheese. Like that thing when you're a kid and there's sweet things and there's savory things or bitter things, and they're all separated out into their own little categories. You can't possibly mix them, otherwise you're some kind of psychopath. And then the first time you like try apple sauce with pork, and it's just like, oh my god. Oh yeah, booby buddies. I mean, people are going full food. We should start like just an actual
You
food
missed
stream.
a super chat, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to see you scrutinize the alien thing. Would you ever consider such a quest?
I have covered tangentially alien stuff. The theory of stupid, or the unified theory of stupid, has aliens in it. I know that much. There's oh god, I can't remember his name, but he's a famous aliens done do the real guy. I can't remember his name, but there's a video of that. It's got little blue aliens in it in the thumbnail. You'd be able to find that somewhere. So it's something I've covered more than once. Biscuits from New England are a light, fluffy cheese scone type thing, and they're fucking gorgeous when brushed with garlic butter. That does sound really, really, really good. Scones. Oh, you're saying S-cones or S-scones? Scones, stick it up your scone. Should have gone with scarce. Cat with jam, that's always good. Obviously, food stream, fuck yeah. It's every stream, for fuck's sake. Everyone just going, oh, my favourite food is this, just for an hour or so. We're trying to...
Alien hunter. If we ever discover, like, an alien sort of race or anything, would you eat them?
Depends how delicious they are. They might be into it as well. They'd be like, oh,
I
yeah.
love how you're carrying this theoretical way too far.
Why?
It's gone from... Depends how tasty.
What if aliens exist? Should we eat them? Yes, we should eat them. They'll like it.
Yeah.
An eternal question. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Chuck has to be added on the end. The answer is that even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, a woodchuck wouldn't chuck wood. Chuck. I mean, yeah. There simply cannot be too much garlic. Implausible. Impossible, I mean. Inconceivable. You keep using that word. How many lows would Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe robbed lows? Fuck's sake. Lovely chicken curry with naan bread. So you take your nan, right? You stick her in the oven. Lovely nan bread. If aliens are silicon based, we'd be eating sand. Well, they won't necessarily be silicon based. Okay. Also, I mean, I've eaten silicon in my time. It's just
Helium-based.
not very digestible. You what?
Helium-based.
You want a helium-based life form?
And
I'm not sure how that would work.
your voice would go all high pitch every time you ate them.
I'm pretty sure. Wasn't there a Futurama video about people eating baby aliens? Yes. It was the problem with poplars. I am, in fact, a massive Futurama dork. Probably not like the biggest in the world, but I know my my really good episodes. And poplars sound really delicious.
The dog episode.
The dog episode. Jurassic Bark is the name of that episode. I might be more of a Futurama nerd than I realized. I think it's only the really popular ones that I actually know the names of. My name is You Killed My Father, prepare to die. Cheese-based alien. So that's what we're looking for, a cheese-based alien life form, so we can hunt them down and eat them, and they'll be delicious. Terrified, but delicious. If you've got wood chunks in your beaver, see a doctor. Jesus Christ. Anyway. So excited to see new Futurama on July 24th. I'm not. I mean, I'll probably watch it, and it'll probably be decent, but they literally time looped that bitch on purpose so that you can effectively infinitely watch it. And it always goes back to the start is the point of that one particular episode. But yeah, apparently, fuck that. Gotta have more. Gotta turn it into The Simpsons and run that shit into the ground. And let's be fair, even The Simpsons, you could watch one of the new Simpsons episodes, and as long as the premise was okay, it'd probably be pretty entertaining. But it's not the same. It's not as good as it was way back in the day when it fucking hit better. It hit harder. And the jokes were usually fucking
as I've gotten older, I've started appreciating limited series.
Yeah, man. I like things that end. There's just such a bigger preference. One of the best shows of recent years is probably BoJack Horseman. That being one of the reasons. There was someone pointed out one of the episode, the last episode of BoJack Horseman is called The View from Halfway Down, and is fucking haunting. And that might be the penultimate episode. I think that's the episode before the final episode. Yeah. But still haunting. And it lost out to like an episode of Rick and Morty, which was like proper mid. Like, I like Rick and Morty. It's an entertaining show. But how it lost like an award to that fucking baffles me. Yeah. Damn it, Sick. I'm looking for that Matt Powell video, but just keep finding yours. Kind of funny, actually. It's very funny. My videos are hilarious. That's the point. I am the big funds. Kill all humans except Fry. I used to say quietly, except Fry. I think Babylon 5 is coming out with an animated movie for your sci-fi nerds. I never got into Babylon 5.
I tried, and I think it's a little bit too dead.
I think
for me.
I know why. Because my mum liked Babylon 5. And it's not because she liked it that I didn't. But I think her liking it is telling of why I don't. All I remember is one big alien with like a big plastic head. And that's about it.
I'm trying to remember if
and a big sort of lightsaber dildo ship.
Yeah, this is the one that I tried to watch and I just couldn't get into it.
I love shows that have a proper ending. They're good. A conclusion just feels a lot better than having something that just goes on and gets progressively not as good. Or need to rewatch BoJack. So fucking good. It is so fucking good. It's one of my background while I'm editing shows. I'll usually binge that in a couple of weeks.
And Archer.
Archer, I get to a point and then I stop watching. I get slightly further each time because I get used to the new premises of the series, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm enjoying this enough. And the last time I stopped was when it got to the sci-fi one, and so far the sci-fi one's been pretty fucking boring.
I can't edit when there's other people talking.
Yeah.
I listen to lo-fi because it's the only thing I can listen to in the background.
If I need to edit fast, I listen to Hotline Miami soundtrack.
Yeah.
But if I'm just trying not to get completely fucking bored out of my skull, which is where part of the reason that I got a new screen.
Yeah, and it completely blocks you, and I can't even see you anymore.
I know, it's great. It means that when you want to tell me about some fucking meme, you turn and you go, oh, never mind. Or you have to like move and get up and actually.
I'm not moving.
Exactly, win-win. But yeah, I got an LG Dual up. It's massive. I mean, it is and it isn't massive. It is quite big, but it's also not like overwhelmingly huge. And yeah, it's fucking fantastic. Like Futurama on it. It's basically got that square resolution of old TVs. It's fucking sick. But it also, like, I just put all sorts of random shit on it all the time now.
Lo-fi beats to edit too. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Hotline Miami soundtrack kicks ass. It fucking does. Another soundtrack that really kicks ass is Neon White, which I'm getting the hankering to play again. That game is so fucking good. I've been watching Breaking Bad for the first time. It's not for the squeamish, but it's very good. Breaking Bad is excellent, and it only gets more not for the squeamish.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it doesn't. I think it's because I'm not squeamish, so it never really occurred to me how bad it actually was.
I mean, when you think about it in context, some of it is fucked. But it is generally really good. I see that the comments for the sick AMA has gone up by like 9 comments since we started the stream, which is quicker than usual. So I know what you're doing. I see you. Before times, that wasn't the time before. Need to ask you a question. The best movie to watch with wishlist whiskey. What? I don't understand the question, so I'll just say yes. Throw the phone over the green screen so he has to see the meme. It's not a green screen, it's a screen.
It's a monitor.
It's a monitor. Yeah.
If I throw anything at that, he would really, really be upset.
If you threw anything at that, you'd be really, really upset. You go, what the fuck did I just do?
I don't like hurting technology.
You go completely mad. Soundtrack to Panty and Stocking anime, EDM Glory. That sounds like something Mrs. Sick would be into. Not overwhelmingly big, that's what she said. It's big, but it's not overwhelmingly big. It didn't hit me in the jaw.
Oh yeah, oh, you mean like synth music? Yeah, I like synth music to listen to as well. Basically anything without lyrics in, because if I'm editing and I'm hearing his voice over like 10 billion times, and then I got someone else like wittering as well, I can't multitask. Like
it occurred to me that you're not always just editing my videos, and then I realised that your videos have my voice in it as well.
Yeah.
So it makes literally no difference.
I hear you all the time.
I can't get away. Breaking Bad is probably the best journey to the heart of darkness story in modern history. Yeah. There was some complete fucking numpty who was claiming that it was Nazi propaganda because
really
Walter White was somehow the hero of the story when the entire point is that he's not.
No, he's an anti-hero.
He's not even an anti. He's the villain. He's like, by the end, he is officially the villain. Like, that's the point.
Drugs are bad, okay?
I mean, not if you're watching it, not to spoil it, but it doesn't end well. But it's good. Like, it's entertaining and it's compelling as fuck, but you do not root for Walter White. You will not root for Walter White. You will root for everyone else. Well, almost everyone else. There's some people that you won't. The FTL soundtrack is brilliant for background noise. It is. I mean, the FTL game is brilliant for background gameplay because I think it's turn-based. Everywhere I look, I see him. Where do I send the link to Matt's video? It's super short, but you could probably make a 20-minute video out of it. If you go to my About page, there is a link to my email, and there is a link to my Twitter DMs. So whichever one of those is a preference, do that. It was always weird how everyone hated his wife when IRL everyone would feel for her.
Oh, I always find that though, like it was like with the Game of Thrones thing, like people end up hating the actor because of how well they play the character.
Well, that's not the point that they're making. The point is that Skylar, the problem with Skylar at first is when at the start Walter is just trying to.
It's just fucking spoilers.
You
dude.
believe the lies. No, I'm gonna vagify it, but you believe the lies of that Walter is telling himself, but you're supposed to figure out that wait, he's bad. Like watch if you watch the fucking honest trailers for Breaking Bad. That gives you a good idea. Like, every character has a journey, including, like, it's really well done. You have a journey with almost all of the characters where, like, your opinions will switch on many of them. Some of them don't. I think that Hank, you don't really change your opinion of. You might feel sorry for him at one point, but you won't change from liking to disliking. Like, he's always a good time, which is I'm going to spoil things, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know.
Which is why when he
Stop.
turns up in Better Call Saul, you're like, hey! And he's really good, and he's a good time. He's a fun character. Also, if you enjoyed Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul is at least as good, in my opinion, and in some regards is the stronger series. It's definitely funnier. It's much funnier. But it's also just good, like really good. It's a lot of fun, that show.
Game of Thrones, like, there's Drago, who in the show was played by Jason Momoa. And
you mean Khal Drogo? Yeah.
It annoys me that Jason Momoa, it's one of those things like, it's like, God, you're dumb, but thank God for that. Like, he's kind of woo.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
He goes on about raising I watched this thing on him, like, raising his children in a natural.
Oh, is he
thing.
crunchy?
And he never explicitly said anything, but his wife is kind of anti-vax. So, but he never says anything himself.
He's probably been advised to shut the fuck up.
But
it's not a good
his wife is openly anti-vax, and I was just like, oh no.
Yeah, that's a shame, because he seems like a pretty solid dude otherwise. He seems like fun. There's a great meme of fucking, you keep calling him my boyfriend, Henry Cavill, and he's having an interview, and he looks, like, fantastic.
Yeah, but he's just like...
But Jason Momoa's, like, sneaking up on him to fucking pounce.
He's your boyfriend because you go on about how attractive it is, and then, like, oh my god, he plays games too. And
No, he builds computers.
And I was gonna say, and he builds computers. Oh
you watched that building computer stream, and you thought it was hot as fuck too. Shut up. Don't even start.
I don't know. I don't find Henry attractive.
That's because you're wrong. You find me attractive, so clearly there's something wrong with you.
We've been through this. I find imperfections more attractive than, like, conventional.
And I am one giant imperfection.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill is it? Am I using the right name? I feel like I'm not using the right name.
Yeah. That's his name.
Cavill.
Cavill.
Okay.
Cavill.
Ads will run shortly for some viewers. It just did that on its own, and I didn't see that. I'm gonna let that happen but I'm going to say there's an ad about to happen. So in the next few seconds,
Don't
it's going to
touch
be
that.
really uninteresting. So we're going to sit and we're going to have a quiet time while the rest of you are having advert time. Right, fuck those guys, eh? It's not even ad inserted, all right? It's telling me how long that is. This is the first time I've seen this thing turn up. It might just be because it's because I got the new big screen. It might be that I can just fucking see it now. But it's probably completely random how long that advert is, so it doesn't fucking matter. That's not very useful. Like, at least if it told you, okay, it's going to be this long, it's going to be like 30 seconds or 5 seconds or something like that. I don't know. All hail YouTube Premium. I like to think that if you, like a couple of you there, have memberships to the channel, surely you should get ad-free viewing for that channel.
Oh, that'd be well good. Yeah, that's such a big incentive as well.
I mean, it's a partial incentive anyway. I think a lot of people who have
Yeah, but if you regularly watch the content and you don't want to get interrupted.
Ad block heart. r/hail corporate. Look, at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I am saying it gets me paid and it gets you content. So
it's a win-win.
You know, swings and roundabouts. If you want this, when people think that people shouldn't get paid for making things they enjoy, that's always a weird switch on its head in terms of that stuff. Like Twitch? Do you mean, are you asking if I like Twitch or if something is like Twitch? Because A, I don't watch Twitch, and B, I don't watch Twitch, so I don't fucking know. Sick, that would be anti-money, though. I mean, that's fair. Anti-money is, yeah, I survived the ad. Ask me anything. I hope it, what I do like is when adverts are, what do you call it now?
Oh, Fargo's really good. Sorry, I'm reading the comments.
Okay. I do like it when people get adverts for my channel, but it's like fucking some religious organization. That shit's fucking hilarious. So Sick talks about ads and I get ads. I mean, it literally said it was going to put ads on. I don't know, man. My phone's being a right bastard, so I finally had to hook it up to my computer just to comment.
Oof.
Well, you should always have your computer hooked up. Like, don't watch YouTube on your phone. It's terrible. What are adverts? What's a paladin? No, what? Sick does not do this for free? The madness. No, I don't.
I would like to know something.
What would you like to know?
When you were a kid, what type of reward system thing did your parents do?
Are you asking me or are you asking them?
Everybody.
Mrs. Sick wants to know what reward systems you had as children, and preferably ones that worked. I mean, if you're here, clearly that didn't happen. You've completely fucked up your lives, and you're now in Sir Sick's chat, trying to figure out what went wrong. So if you do tell us, we'll know what not to use. So it still works.
Exactly.
No, liking your job is counter-revolutionary to the asbestos mines. I hate when I get an ad that's something like a complete 11-minute Fox News segment.
Jesus Christ, really?
That is always the fun one.
Don't get spanked.
They didn't yell. I got food for the week.
Yeah, that's a good one. So we're trying to get the kids to understand gratitude a bit more.
There's been a certain amount of ingrate behaviour recently. I think it's as they're turning into sort of more teeny. So we're trying to help them not become gigantic assholes when they're adults. So, yeah. Just gave my daughter the new Lego Eiffel Tower for being good at school. That worked. That was one of the things we saw. Don't use bribes, use rewards. And the difference is, don't say, here's some sweets, now shut the fuck up. Say, shut the fuck up, and when they do, you give them sweets. You maybe don't say shut the fuck up, but you know what I mean.
My father would let me drink the foam off his beer. Ah, the good old days.
Yeah, I've never really understood that. Like, it has never occurred to me to give the kids alcohol. Now, mostly because it's my precious alcohol and it's mine, and they can fuck off.
Oh, my
But
my 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 dad used to give me the little stubbies, like one of the little ones,
do you know what? I'm not a big fan of beer, but
and
there's
it
something
was
about the aesthetic of stubbies that just
they were
pleases.
they were non-alcoholic ones until I was like 14, where he gave me an actual one, and he's like, and then he taught me like how to drink responsibly,
Listen,
and then I got to 18 and completely fucked that motion up.
hmm, shortly after she met me, wonder
Yeah,
what happened there.
it's like a full solid year of
God,
drinking.
that was so fucking long ago now.
Yeah, I know.
That is over.
It's 14 years ago.
Yeah, I was so young and pretty.
You are pretty.
Yeah, but I'm not young. You didn't say I was young. Sad.
You're not young. You're old.
I'm old and pretty. Uh, remember to eat solid food sometime. That's the one thing. Like we've been, I wouldn't say strict, but just like, not. I can't think of the word, but always having it. They have meals at set times, and they're not huge over the top meals, and we don't feed them crap. Like we eat all the crap, and
Yeah.
sometimes it feels hypocritical, but at the same time, Christ, it's gonna be so. What the fuck is non-alcoholic beer? Feels like a device of pure hate. I was thinking about that. Like, so much like people who are against porn and people who like porn, you can reach a compromise where you ban softcore porn. I think people who don't like alcohol and do like alcohol, we could ban non-alcoholic alcohol. So non-alcoholic alcohol, non-alcoholic beer. The by the way, for anyone wondering, yes, I have tried non-alcoholic whiskey. It's fucking gross. It's just not pleasant. It's not a nice flavor, and it also has no alcohol in it. So it's like, what is the actual point? My parents did the whole carrot and stick system. Just make sure that the carrot is bigger than the stick. Always look on the bright side of death. Is that your parenting technique? Hey kids, you could be dead. I was having dino nuggies, but then I had to set up my computer, so those are on a hold for a few. Dino nuggies are important. If you don't have your dino nuggies, you'll die. No nuggies.
I was raised Catholic. The guilt system. Oh, God.
I was thinking about.
Do not recommend. No.
There's
I don't want them to feel bad about everything they do. I just want them to be a little bit more grateful.
Yeah, the main thing is sometimes they can say some pretty fucking hurtful shit.
Yeah,
and it's just like, wow, where did that come from?
Yeah, they can. They're very good at being cruel.
Yeah, and they're not. It's more of a non-awareness thing, but
they do it because they're in a bad mood, and then they feel really bad about it afterwards.
Yeah, that's the thing. We want them to not feel the guilt by not doing the thing. And what we've come up with is like a list of sort of, I don't want to say virtues, but just like good things to be that have an opposite and a positive version, like kindness. You could be a dick and you won't get a kindness tick that day, and you could be really nice and you will. And I know it sounds simplistic and asinine, but it gets more in depth than that. But it's just an example. But yeah, the idea is that they have that.
They're twins. Give them existential dread by telling one of them that the other one is for spare parts. Considering that one of them is already very existential, I don't think I need to do that.
Well, I mean, if we told her the other one was for spare parts, maybe she'd be fine.
No, then she'd cry.
She would cry.
Yeah.
What? No, we would not do that. I don't get people who drink alcohol-free alcohol. I also don't get people who drink decaffeinated coffee. What else do they do? Breathe deoxygenated air. I mean, they should. Rewards: Xmas microscope chemistry set, visible man and woman models, erection sets. Punishment was the belt, and I turned out all right. Right? I'm glad you're not one of those people. So, oh, my dad used to beat the absolute fucking shit out of me every day, and I turned out all right. It's like, you fucking... and they always have just the worst fucking job in the universe and are a gigantic asshole. It's like, no, you didn't. And you think abuse is actually okay. You didn't turn out all right. You turned out fucking awful. Thank you, Dad, for that. Maybe you beat him up now, since he'll probably be in a fucking wheelchair. Fuck that guy. Do the Catholic guilt stuff, but in the manner of Father Maguire and Crilly, and occasionally hack it. You want me to just sit there and scream feck?
You do that anyway.
Yeah, but not at them. I do it at internet strangers.
You find it really hard not to swear around them, though.
Yeah. I swear less than I did.
True.
And I also bleep myself.
True.
Like
when they were like really young, you would swear all the time, and it annoyed me so much.
Yeah, but it's fine. They don't swear.
I know, they're very heavily against it. They don't even like listening to songs that have adult words in.
Oh, we won't watch this. It's got grown-up words in it.
Yeah,
Right.
they do that all the time.
To be honest, I think I should swear more. Maybe they'll become cooler.
What was it the other day? You were like, you wanted to burst in their room and go, "Sup, bitches?"
I'm waiting until they're older. I said, I can't wait till I'm older so I can start calling them fuckheads or shit like that. Just be really, really just terrible things. Because you can't do it now, because I don't want them going to school with that kind of language. I don't want them to speak like me. I don't get people who drink diet soda. I mean, you're not drinking soda. Like, soda's a flavor thing. Like, I like Pepsi Max, which is technically a diet drink. And I like the taste.
I like ginger ale.
I guess, the thing about beer is, I can't believe that anyone thinks it's tasty for its own sake. Like,
beer does not taste nice.
It's refreshing because you know you're going to get pissed. But if you knew you weren't going to get pissed, it'd be like, oh, it tastes like earwax. Like that's the problem.
Like liquid bread.
Liquid ear. Why bother? They'll learn the word sooner or later. They know the words.
They know the words. They just don't
like
they don't
them.
like saying them. Yeah.
I don't get English people who eat. I don't get people who eat English sausages. Well, what is an English sausage? Because there's lots of kinds of sausages. Cumberland sausages and Lancashire sausages are fucking delicious. And if you haven't had them, shut up. Irish sausages are like kind of plain. At least the ones that are labelled as Irish sausages. There's probably other kinds. Father Ted was great. Pity Linham is a turfy cunt. Yeah, I had to stop following him. He says some insane shit. Man drinks diet soda but has a problem with alcohol-free beer. I don't say I have a problem with it. It's just disgusting and I don't understand why people drink it. Beppis Max is king of colas. My buddy's adamantly anti-diet pop. So for a month I was getting him fountain diet Mountain Juice. So I just assumed it tasted different because it was on tap. You're a fucking asshole. That might be a crime, by the way, just so you know. Giving people one thing when they were expecting another is like quite bad. I think it counts as assault, basically.
No,
so don't tell him.
It's not assault. It's like fraud.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Frude.
Food.
Yeah. I mean, it's scientific. Oh, wait. It's scientifically shown that swearing makes for a great de-stressor. And that's why I have no anxiety whatsoever.
Fuck.
Fucking cunt. The banger's a mashed breakfast sausage type. What the fuck is a breakfast sausage? You've either got a sausage or
I don't know.
yeah.
A sausage is a sausage. It's just a sausage.
We have bangers and mash with Cumberland sausages. It is again fucking delicious.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about. Lutheran monks consumed only beer during their fasting. Can see definitely see God after a 40-day bender. Yeah. I mean, they say they only had beer. I do like that. I'm fasting. Okay. I'm only drinking beer. I feel like you're missing the point. Oh, man. German sausages are divine. The only divine thing in this world. Whiskey exists. Excuse me. Sorry, I do watch others on YouTube while you're not online. And he said swearing in public like Tourette's anti-allergy. Okay. There are books on Amazon that teach on how to beat children without leaving a mark.
Jesus Christ.
Religious fanatics should be eradicated. I mean, fanatics in general should be dissuaded at best. But yeah, teaching people how to abuse without getting caught. Great. Oof. Britain and Ireland, the lands that Flavor forgot.
If you record Jesus loves you and play it backwards, it says I smell sausages.
I hope that's true. Oh, I really hope that's true. That's really funny. He threatened to throw me out of a moving vehicle. That sounds like a charmer. Some rat boy come up to me outside the shop, asked me to get him a pack of Richmond and gave me a tenner. Hope he enjoys his sausages. Yeah, I like that one. That's an oldie but a goodie. Damn, this time warp, I'm 15 minutes ahead. Little white sausages, no seasoning. Okay, still don't know what you're talking about.
White sausages.
I think you've just been fed crap by some asshole, and you should just go sort them out.
It's a white sausage.
I don't know. Neither of us know what the hell you're talking about. Is it being
dipped in pain? What?
Are you sure you're not eating dog turds? You know, the ones, summer dog turds. Although you don't see those anymore.
No, because they stopped putting ash in dog food.
Yeah. I almost feel like that's a shame. But obviously it's better that they don't do that. But don't you kind of miss the white dog turds? A little bit. Loch Nessie has an impeccable English accent and is fully USB rechargeable. Okay. There was this girl who wouldn't go and change with the girls in the changing room. When they finally made her, they saw the birthmarks all over her body. She couldn't quite explain. They'd always just been there. What the fuck are we talking about?
I have no idea.
Sometimes people say the most random shit in this.
We need 10 more likes.
Oh, don't. If you actually cared about getting the nice number, you would never say that. You would just wait and then say, oh, it's nice now.
It's just because I just noticed, that's all.
Life is like toilet paper. You're either on a roll or take shit from some arsehole. Very true. What other meat is white like chicken besides like turkey and other relative animals? Baby. It's the other white meat. 116 watching. Only 60 likes? Yes, it happens. I know. It's terrible. But, you know, some people watching this probably don't like it. They're just sitting there, really angrily. Can't believe I'm watching this again. Fucking, it's the worst stream on the internet.
Okay, stop. No more likes. No, fuck you.
Dearie me. Oh, well. It's the crash test dummy tune. The one with the girl and birthmark. What the fuck are you talking about? Stop. Poopy white buns. Thanks for the just the shit emojis. That's always good. 6, stop eating babies. No. I'm an atheist. I have to. It's like part of the rules. Jesus. I just liked the video. Good for you, Gary. You're just a brave soldier of truth. Half past the monkey's ass, quarter to his balls. That is true. I'm anti-vax and anti-Dyson. For fuck's sake. That's very shit. It would be, isn't it? I can't remember if fax is two X's or it's the other way around. I don't fucking know. Baby washes down the whiskey. Exactly. You got some solid whiskey stuck in your throat and you just jam a baby down there and then everything's better. White sausage is made from lungs, I think. Let's keep confusing sick. I mean, it's not difficult. I am very stupid. Toenail clippings in a plastic pot. That's everyone's favourite snack.
Oh my god.
A few years ago, I went to a 25th anniversary tour of the God Shuffled? Oh, Shuffled. Shuffled His Feet album. I don't know. I just looked at that word and it didn't make any sense. Shuffled. I was like, what the fuck's a shuffled? I think my brain was trying to say Sheffield.
Oh, God.
You don't like Dyson spheres. I, for one, support imprisoning the sun to work from us. I mean, what has it ever done for us? I know. Fuck the sun. It's too bright. If we can replace it and use its power. Yeah, I love the idea of a Dyson sphere. Those things are fucking awesome. My girlfriend made Irish bangers. She never said what they were called. She didn't have to. Okay. Oh, tripe sausages, grim. That does sound fucking grim. If you lend someone money and never see them again, it was probably worth every penny. I don't know. I would really like that 50 grand back from Satan.
What would Satan use 50 grand for?
To piss me off and leave with it.
What's he gonna build?
Build?
Why does he need the money?
You don't build things with money.
What do you do with it?
You eat it.
You eat everything, don't you?
Now I'm craving some baby back ribs.
Now I'm craving money.
Oh, delicious money. Nom nom nommy. I had a rumbly in my tumbly that only hands could satisfy. Call. Kosher baby blood sausages cooked by space lasers. Are they Jewish space lasers or just the normal ones? Fucking hell, what an insane thing to say.
There's a lot of crazy. With the kids the other day, they're like, Mummy, what is the most stupidest thing that you've heard somebody say before? And the first thing that came to my head was that mountains are tree stumps. And she went, what? She's like, why would someone think that? She goes, mountains are still growing. And that's just like, but trees could grow as well, darling.
True. Do tree stumps grow?
Yeah, because they're still trees.
Yeah, so the mountains being tree stump thing, there should be a tiny little tree on the top of it.
Yeah.
Sprouting out, yeah. So clearly, fucking idiots. Yeah, I've had two people. That one who was like out of his fucking mind from many moons ago. The Mountain's a Tree Stump Man, and that was just like a series because it was the most bafflingly insane thing I'd ever heard in my life, and it just got worse as you went through the video. And then, of course, Hans Wormhat, because he fucking will believe everything is fake unless something is fake when he'll believe that's true. Because he has to. That's just how his brain works. I think his brain is in backwards. It's the only thing that can make any sense. Stumpy Joe says, eat my poo. Okay. Water mountains. Dumbest thing I ever heard. The thing that makes ships disappear going over the water mountain. Okay. I don't suffer from insanity. I enjoy every minute. Oh, but yeah. How many dead babies does it take to clean out a cellar?
Oh, God. Mud Fossil Universe. Roger. Oh.
Roger Spur. Roger, mother. I just think he's drunk. I just think he's constantly fucking smashed out of his gourd. That's why he sounds like that.
I think you're drunk.
I hope so. Back to the days when girls had pics of David Essex on their wall and all the lads had semen stains on theirs. Jesus
Ah.
Christ. Hans is the polar opposite of spirit science since Jordan believes everything is
Yeah.
real all at once. That's true. That's
Oh
true.
my god, what if they like combine together?
Then the universe would end.
Make a black hole of nonsense.
It would simultaneously make a black hole and the singularity, and it
Yeah.
would cause entropy and extropy, if that's, I don't know.
Extra P.
Eating babies is protected by the First Amendment. I love the Constitution so much. He could sound, he could also sound like that if he had a stroke. Sorry to make this all serious and shut. Okay. Everyone in this stream is now on an FBI watch list after all these baby... Nah, the FBI don't give a shit about babies. Come on. Unless we were planning on going to, like... I'm not even going to start saying it because then we will be on a watch list. Could be epic to have Hans Wormhat make a video about how conspiracies are fake. I'm sure that he believes certain conspiracies are like a psyop against... Like, somehow someone made it up to make them look bad. But then people like him will believe similar shit. Eat more horse. I mean, I've never even eaten any horse, so I guess if I ever do, then I'll have eaten officially infinitely more horse.
Well, yeah, Extra P is definitely a good band name.
No, not... Do you mean extra P or extra P?
Extra P.
I can't tell if you mean piss.
Exactly, that's the point.
What do you call a cow on a railroad crossing?
God.
Dead? It's like, what do you call a monkey with a machine gun? Sir. The government cares about them until they're born, and then it's just whatevs. I mean, certain governments do, certain governments don't. Barnabas, Naj, or Negi, or... There's been so many people who've turned up to Barnabas videos and said...
Barnabas is
no,
such a loss, though.
I know, don't even say it. But so many people turn up and say, oh, you pronounced the name wrong. And I'm like, I'm pronouncing it the way someone last time who told me that they were from the same place as him and said it was pronounced like this. I'm starting to think y'all don't know how to fucking say your own names. I'm pretty sure that's probably accurate. Because, I mean, there's places all over England where people say things wrong. I live in one of them. Constantly surrounded by people who don't know how to say castle. It's just fucking confusing. If you've ever had a Findus crispy pancake, then I can guarantee you've eaten horse. That's fair. I had them as kids, although we had the chicken ones. I don't know if those had horse in them.
That's not chicken.
It's small horse.
Small horse.
You think you haven't eaten horse, but depending on your age, I heard McDonald's once mixed on horse meat. Is that true? I don't know. I've never had a horse steak. Let's put it that way. I've never had actually specifically all horse all the time. But I totally would. Horses must be delicious. They're always working out, never lying down. I think it's the opposite. I think things become more tender when they don't move, which is why veal is cruel. Also, I had veal when I didn't know what it was. And whatever they fed me, it was just fucking like 90% bone and it was disgusting. So I've never had... I was never impressed by it. Getting non-English speakers to try and say that word is always fun. I'm not even going to try and say it. Fuck you. I think Hungarians say naj. Yeah, I've heard that. And then I've been corrected on it too. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, we've got about 20 seconds left of the stream. I need a piss and I have recording to do. So I'm going to let you all leave. Get out. Get out of my stream. Go do something else. Go be productive with your lives by watching more Sursic videos or putting questions into my AMA. And I'll see you next time. Now, where the fuck is that gone? There it is. Bye.
Oh my god, stretchy boy.